Yo, what up guys, ARTFX again, and today's gonna be another production session. I'm just gonna be working on this new track. I worked a little bit on it since yesterday, and I did a couple of things, so I made a few changes, so I'm definitely gonna play this now. And then we're just gonna get into it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, we'll see. Yeah, let's get to it. So that's kind of like what I did for the intro right now. Then I also have the drop, which sounds like this. Now the drop needs a lot of work, as you might know. I'm still working on that first couple of, well, actually the first bar, I think. Just working on getting the groove down for that. Right now I'm actually, before I'm gonna be working more on that drop, I'm actually gonna try and at least make some sort of a transition from the intro into the drop, so that I have something to work with, so I can just actually just play it and kind of like get a feel as to how the drop should kick in, because right now I'm kind of like left with this big gap right here between the intro and the drop, so we'll have to work on that. I pitched this sample slightly different from what it was. I pitched it down a little bit, and that actually turned it into the right key now, which is pretty cool. It's now set to -1 semitone, and I should do the same right here. So I went down 3 semitones on the sample that I had in the intro, and I kind of like made some strings to go with it. I started that yesterday, right? But I wasn't really too happy with the sound of them, so right now I actually have a pretty cool chord progression that I made with the omnisphere strings, so I'll play them for you. So I really like the sound of that, and if I compare that with what I had before, it was at 2 semitones up, so that sample and the chords that I had kind of like sound a little weird from, let's say, the second half. I guess it still sounds kinda right, you know, but it's not completely what I want. So I ended up actually just pitching them down 3 semitones, which actually brought this, because thanks to a guy in my Discord chat, Skulls, he showed me that this was actually, this sample was in A sharp, at least. Well, he told me that the pitches he could find out were at least an A sharp, and I think it was an F sharp. I think it was about that. So I put that into a scale finder just to try and find out what scale it was, and I actually thought, well, it looks to be an A sharp harmonic minor. So what I did is I pitched it down 3 semitones, which turns this into a G harmonic minor. And since my track itself, the drop that I made, is basically based on a G minor, it was just a really small change to kind of like turn that into a G harmonic minor. So it kind of like made more sense to do it this way. So now we're just at -1 semitone down, and that just kind of made it, well, sound better. So right now we get this. It just sounds better, you know? And, you know, we might actually go and process these a little bit later on. You know, I'm definitely gonna have to bounce this all to audio, because I can't work, or I can't finish the track this way. I mean, I have to bounce stuff to audio, especially these strings. And you can see all these freeze tracks. These are pretty CPU intensive. So I'm gonna freeze the strings now. And let me just look at some of the other stuff. So the epic percussion, I made a really small change as to what I had in the previous video. I had a little bit of a different rhythm going on. I basically just changed it a little bit. And that goes into this rhythm, which is pretty much the same as what I had before. But let me close that down. I layered it with this one, which is basically a contact instrument, and it's called Rise and Hit. So contact is always, somehow contact always opens up really slow. I don't know why that is. If you know how to speed up contact, let me know, because it always starts off really slow, and it's like only the first time I open it up, you know. As soon as I've opened this up once, it will just open up fine, but for some reason the first instance of contact always loads super slow. See, there we are. So this Rise and Hit, it's a really cool instrument. You can actually make your own risers, and pretty much like cinematic risers. So I have this one, and I made this one myself, basically just by starting from a default patch and just you know, just selecting multiple different layers. So you can see you have you've got like 4 layers that you can use. See, so you've got like 4 layers, and you can go in here and choose one of the different ones, which is pretty cool. I really like it. So you can see what I've done right here, and this sounds like this. It's pretty cool. It has some really good solid sub frequencies as well, which I really like. It really emphasizes that transition in the track, basically, especially here as well when we're gonna transition into the build-up, I guess. I don't know what kind of a build-up I want to do. I don't really think I want to do too many drums, drum build-up things, you know, like, well, in a lot of tracks you hear like these kick drum builds and stuff like that. I don't really think I want to do it that way. I think I really want to do some kind of Foley or effects kind of build, just to make it slightly different, I guess. So yeah, I guess we should just get to it. I can definitely flatten that one. Let me just free up a little bit of CPU right now. And yeah, I can do the same for the percussion. I'm pretty happy with the way that sounds, so I'm just gonna turn that into audio as well. Okay. I also added this little atmospheric kind of noise, which I made myself. It's just a really weird kind of thing in the background. Not even sure if you can hear that. There's a lot of reverb on that, so it's just well, adding a little bit of background noise to the whole thing, I guess. Let me freeze and flatten that as well, so that we kind of like get that reverb tail. So like that, we have a nice reverb tail over here now, and I can use that one as a build-up as well. So let's just do that. And during the build I'm also going to use this sample, so I'll just put that there. Cool. So we freed up some CPU now, which is definitely a good thing. Yeah, so I'm gonna turn my mic off again. I'm just gonna do some work again. Make something and see where we can take this. Let's get started on working on the build up. There we go. I think my what do you call it? The batteries of the mouse that I'm using are dying. Let me just switch batteries real quick. And we're back. It seems to be working fine again. Cool. So yeah, I think the intro sounds pretty cool right now. This part right here is definitely gonna require some work. The riser is pretty cool though. It's really interesting. I definitely think we can use that. I do think we kind of like need to build it up with maybe a drum fill or something like that, and then have maybe a little vocal thing right here, which could be cool. And you know, I kind of like this sound, but just not the way it is right now. I kind of like want to work on that. So I kind of like want to have a sound like that because it comes in right here at the first part of the drop. So I think I want to use that sound to kind of like, I don't know, maybe add a lot of reverb so that's like super wide and super big, and then it drops down to this, well, smaller sound. But it needs to sound a little bit different. I don't know what. Maybe a little bit distortion on it. I don't know. Something like that. But the intro itself is coming around pretty nicely now. Today's video is not going to be as long as yesterday's one. Yesterday was like almost 2 hours, and today's going to be a little bit shorter. We're almost 40 minutes right now, so probably going to be about an hour, I think. So we've got about 20 more minutes to go. We might be able to finish the build up, or at least get a good part of it done. Yeah. Let's just get to it again. There we go.
Technician. Technician. Technical. 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 Technical.
So yeah, there you have it, guys. I actually did quite a lot of stuff actually. I think I think we can make that vocal work right there. I might have to clean it up a little bit, and I definitely think that little percussive loop in the build-up is really cool. This little thing that I chopped up. I really like the sound of that. It's gonna add a lot of emphasis to the build-up as well, and I think I can actually use this in the drop as well. I mean, I could just do something like this, and then, you know, just do something like that so that it comes up the second half. So I could have it come up over here. I don't know, we can make that work, or we have to use a different drum fill. I don't know yet. Yeah, I think for now I'll just call it a day. We've done quite a lot of stuff again. I managed to, well, I'm actually starting to like this project more and more. We've got 1 minute and 51 seconds right now. Of that, of course, the drop is not really finished yet. I need to add a lot of, well, kind of like changes to the drop. I want to make it flow a little bit more, and I think I want to add some kind of a stabby kind of sound, something that gives the drum a bit more rhythm and maybe a bit more speed. It did just like how do you say it? Like, I want to try to have a stabby kind of sound that kind of like falls right before or right after the snares, and right before and right after the kicks, so it kind of like fills up the spaces in between the kicks and snares, so it really is going to add a nice rolling kind of sound to the drums, because the build-up, you know, the intro sounds really quiet and smooth, I would say. It still has quite a dark sound, but it's pretty smooth. And then it transitions into that build-up, which has that really rolling kind of percussive sound. So I think the drop should definitely have a lot of rolling character as well, because then afterwards I can drop back down into that more smoother, more cleaner breakdown, which is going to be similar to the intro actually, but I'm just gonna, well, probably reuse some of the parts in here. I might actually you know, add some stuff with different synth, or, you know, just add some cool things to it. I mean, we have this as audio now, so we can do a whole lot of crazy shit with it. So yeah, I think that's gonna be a good one for today. If you like this video, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think I should add to this track, or if you learned something from this, let me know. Also let me know if you want to see me doing other kind of videos, or if you have an idea for a video, let me know in a comment below. Also, this video needs to get a lot of likes. I mean, the more likes these videos get, the more of these kind of things I'm doing. And I actually think I want to turn this into a kind of like maybe a weekly thing, something like that, where I just do 1 day a week. I'm just gonna produce music and just upload like a long session, so that, you know, in a couple of months from now there's gonna be a whole bunch of sessions uploaded on my channel. and you will be able to go back to those and just check them out if you want. So let me know in the comments below what you think about this kind of new video concept, even though it's not really a tutorial. This kind of thing helps me to finish music as well. The thing with me is I start a lot of different things, and I work on a lot of different projects at the same time, and not just music projects. I mean, I work on a lot of different things at the same time, and what happens usually is that I might forget about a couple of ones, or you know, I just don't finish all of them. And when I do these videos, I mean, you guys see what I'm at, and you guys will be able to ask me, you know, like, hey, what's up with the Neurofunk track? And that will give me a good reason to make these videos again and to start working on the tracks. So yeah, I hope you like this, and I'll see you back soon. Peace.